Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith in the Black with the Strat Time Report to start the new week. And so what we got here is a little gap and sit in the SPY because we have like a mixed bag here in the sectors. So we had an inside 60, pokes up just a little bit, but you can see this range miserable on the day. However, we are taking out last week's highs for the Rev Strat, 1, 2, 2. So unless that gets negated, which it has not, that's still holding. So now you got a 2-hour inside pattern. All right, compound one. Either it rev strats and takes this to try and come into the gap, or retakes this. So right now, just kind of stuck. Like I said, there's a lot of mixed bag sectors I'll get to in just a second. QQQ, a little better. Still couldn't get out of the mother, but did hold above that inside 60 and is an inside week to the upside. Most things, or inside weeks, are taken to the upside. They're just stalling out, not doing anything up here. So that's why on a Monday, we let them open, and we'll see if we're lucky we get a trend day. If not, you'll notice that we'll be looking for a 2-2 reversal tomorrow to take these things back down. But right now, most things that are inside week went to the upside, just kind of sitting there doing nothing though. Dow Jones Diamonds here a little worse and hanging near the lows, albeit gapping up and holding. But it is right on the day. So you can see a little bit of a mixed bag. You got that lower low, and now you got the higher high. The question is, can you get out of this stuff and stay there, or is it back through the broadening formation we go? Because you can see this here, like so, and like so. And at the end of the day, we can draw it from here to the highs of this, and we'll see what comes on a Tuesday. If you go to the small cappers, and the small cappers also taking out, yes, last week's highs, but just sitting there on those 60s and potential rev strat. 1, 2, and then back down here. If that takes that back down below 175.64. So right now, like I said, a little bit lackluster, but there's some strength out there. With the Bitcoin rallying back, you've got Amara here having a nice day, and we'll see how that goes. Now stalling out on the 60, but coming after that last month's highs, and that's what we look for, an inside week to the upside. You've got Coinbase, gaps and holds, inside 60 to the upside, just some exhaustion risk by taking that out, but you are coming in and taking out that inside week, and I know all these things are still a little tight, but that's why we'd let them open on Monday and see if they follow through on Tuesday. If you go to here, you can see the monthly still inside of the month, so it's got some distance on that. If you go to SI, inside week to the upside with the Bitkerners and trying to hold, but stalling out on that 60. We'll see if that sets up again. MSTR, also more Bitcoin stuff here on the inside 60. 212 continuation, still has some room to take that month, but inside week to the upside, you can watch all those, of course, with the Bitkerns. If we go to Meta, and MetaBuddy waking up on an inside weaker, still real tight, but had a nice inside 60 here in the last hour. You can see that, and we'll see if that sets up again. It also did this here, the inside 30, so you can grab that 30 and then take it also when it takes the 60. Now just kind of stalling out up there, but you are weakening up. If we go to NVIDIA gaps up and takes these two, inside 30 to the upside. Now just kind of stalling out, but you are inside weakening up, and that tells us SMHers. Per the weekend video, a lot of these had the outside weak and then down, and now coming up here, these three make an outside bar of that. So now it stalls out at an inside 30 after doing its job to take that out. So there's a lot of them that look similar, like AMAT here, still trying to come up on this here to take this outside week. So from the weekend video, there's a lot of those SMHers, but now just kind of stalling out here. Like I said, with the Qs a little stronger, but still on that 60. Couldn't get outside of this. So now potential 3-hour inside pattern in here. If we go to Netflix, and Netflix had that inside 60, just still couldn't get out of there, but you're taking last week's highs out, and that, I think Rev Strat weaker still needs to take out that month. So that's why we want to have all this multiple time frames up. If we go to some retail, XRT, XRT inside week to the upside. Now stalling out with the market, but you got big boy like Costco, we know. Here, it's still inside month to the upside reversal. Still working, Costco. How about Williams-Sonoma? That's stalling out there. We got Ross Stores. Also in the nice little day after last week going inside up on the week. Still potential outside month there, but now stalling out with the market as the market's just kind of meandering, doing nothing. If you go to Starbucks, and Starbucks coming up on the inside month here, above 81.29. You're there right now, so we can look at for more setups in there. After this, triangulate out, 2 down, 1, 2, 1, 2 reversal, and that takes that up and that's set up the hammer that it's taken out right now, which sets up, if that works, you're going to take this out, which it did. If we go to cruise ships, CCL trying to come out of the ashes with the inside week week to the upside, and got some distance on that month, like a lot of things, but you're trying to get out of here and see if it'll stay out. That tells us to look at RCL. And RCL, 2-2 reversal on the week. 2 down, 2 up, and that's good above 34.07. It's just gapped up and sits like a lot of things now inside on the 60. We'll see if that gets anything going. If we go to those apes, so we've got some memes trying to come up here with the game stonk hammer counter shooter day. We'll see if we can get out of there. Looking for the outside month and AMC. Nice little morning off this. I don't think that was inside though. No, just hammer counter shooter on the day. Pivot machine gun through these guys, reconfirming that 2-1-2 reversal month for those apes. So I'll go to the movies. If we go to GitLab. And GitLab is taking out last month's highs. And remember, last month was Strat here, and now it's just trying to continue. On the week, 2 down, 2 up, trying to take that. Just kind of stalls out. We'll see if we get that inside 60 in here. If we go to Twitter. And the Twitter, per the weekend vid, whenever you see a mess like this, potentially that's the middle of a broadening formation because you got your higher high and then a lower low, right? And that stops everybody out. And now, 2 down, 2 up reversal week here per the weekend vid over 37.72. And it's there right now, setting up the 1-bar Strat monther. Inside month, pokes down, stops all these guys out. Now trying to come back through Twitter. And obviously that's going to be a little newsy with Mr. Musk. If we go to Beyond the Meat. It's Costco going to the highs as I speak. Beyond the Meat, we knew about this one. Monthly, 2-1-2 reversal to the upside, right? And it's still trying to work. This is a nice little 2-2 reversal here on the daily on Friday, and it was in the weekend vid because of this monthly here. So still working is Beyond the Meat. And let's see about that 30. There you go. The 3-1-1-2, and off she goes. If we go to some of the solars, ENPH. And ENPH having a nice little day. Strat day. 1, 2, boom, 2. And if that works, you can go after this. So 2-2 reversal week if this can break above this. 214.87. You got a little bit more room on that. That tells us we want to look at Sedge. Also Strat day. 1, 2, boom, and off she goes. If we go to our 60. There's your inside 60 to the upside, and if that works, you're going to be hunting that 2 up on the week, but you got a little bit more distance on that. Market's still going sideways. You got DoorDash here. Slight inside week to the upside. And if that works, you're getting closer to the 2-2 reversal month here. That would be over 77.44. So you got a little bit of distance on that, but you can keep an eye on that to see if it goes. Roku. And Roku, nice little day here to start off, and they're inside 60 up. Couldn't get outside of that thing. We'll be watching here to see if that joins the inside and up crew on the weekly. That's above 93.33, so you got a little bit more distance on that. And if that works, maybe you can go finally have a higher high in the month, but we'll see. It's got some work to do. On the downside, this came out hitting the war machines here. You got LMT coming down, taking out last month's lows and having a rough morning here, and that went 312 down off the 60 here. Outside, inside, down, and that tells us to keep an eye on. It's also inside 30 right now. See if they want to keep hitting this thing with Northrop Grumman. ENPH to the highs, beyond the meets to the highs. Northrop Grumman now also an inside 30. Still an inside month, but going after 3 weeks of lows in here and an outside day already, so we'll see if it can stay below that and set up with General Dynamics. GD, give me outside day. It's thinking about it, so we'll see. Still an inside weaker though, but close enough to going after that month if these things all trade together. If we go to the gapper listed S-Gen, S-Gen holds, not totally falling apart, but if you go to the 60, you can see this. It's trying to go 2-2 reversal back up, 2 down, 2 up. But as soon as it comes back into that range, you're gone. Just flatten it out. And then when it goes 2 up, 2 back down, then you can short it here. So far, so good. Still working on that. If we go to the towers, American Tower having a rough one. Starting off as a 2 up, 2 down day to start off the week. And if that works, you might be able to come after these guys on the weeklies if it gets weak enough, hopefully, because right now it's a tight triangle here by taking out those lows. So you really want to start stretching that out. And that tells us to look at the other towers, S-back. And S-back firming up, going inside 60, but that is a Rev Strat day. 1, 2, 2 to the downside, still inside weak, and CCI also in the towers there. 2-2 reversal on the day, so we'll see. Market's still just going sideways here, summary kind of things. Also, we've got some weakness in the financials. FAS gaps up, but still hovering near the lows, albeit inside 60. And Goldman Sachs was supposed to be the one that gets them going, but Goldman Sachs drops in here, and that was an inside 30 right here. And then another inside 30 to the downside here, right? And JP Morgan also coming in slowly but surely, tries to gap up, but coming back in. Doji on the month would be the problem, but we're just, on any given Monday, we're going to continue to watch the strength and weaknesses of sectors, and then we come in Tuesday to see if what was strong stays strong and what was weak stays weak, or do we have reversals. Got Cowan here getting clocked. 2 up, 2 down, all right? Still handling inside weak, but you know, this is what you look for, the strength and weakness, and there it was. A nice inside 30 for you. Keep on puking. So right now, going back to SPY, we want to get out of that opening 60 range, and then we'll see who's strong and who's weak. See how those SMHers are doing. Okay, SMHers backing off just a tad. So, you know, want to be careful. Like I said, on any given Monday, let them open. We'll see. Most things that were inside weak are breaking to the upside. They're just stalling out and doing nothing from there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that coming into a Tuesday. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Mr. Black, Strat Time Report.